Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Friday, June 6, 2025. Let's take a look at the economic calendar for today. Asian session data were quite important for our current situation. Household spending in Japan down from 0.4 to minus 1.8. Building approvals in Australia increased from minus 8.8 to minus 5.7. Halifax price index data from UK are down from 0.3% to minus 0.4%, and on a yearly basis they are down from 3.2% to 2.5%. German industrial production down from 3% to minus 1.4%, and trade balance down from 21 billion to 14 billion. We are still waiting for the data from the Eurozone. GDP and retail sales are scheduled for release at 11 o'clock. Mortgage rate from the UK is scheduled for release at 11 o'clock. And the interest rate decision from the Russian Federation is scheduled for release at 12:30. Average hourly earnings, non-farm payrolls and unemployment rate, all of this data are the most important data for today, obviously first Friday of the month, so we got the NFP Friday. As usual, this data are scheduled for release at 2:30. It will be main driver for the price volatility today. Unemployment change and unemployment rate data from the Canada are scheduled for release at 2:30, and then we got the FOMC member Bowman to give a speech at 4 o'clock, and at 7 o'clock we got the US Barker Hughes oil recount and total recount. So NFP Friday ahead of us. Let's take a look at the chart. We'll start with euro dollar. Euro dollar is climbing higher just as expected. Recently we've made a local high at 1.1495, so we will move our technical resistance line here. As you can see, this trend line works as well. We got the first bounce, false breakout, second bounce, third bounce, and up we go, right? So doesn't actually looks that bad anymore for bulls. It looks like the volatility caused by the market, let's say by the reaction on of the data, reaction for the data from the NFP might increase even higher this this movement. Even towards the swing high. If we take a look here, we can see that the swing high and the wave 3 high 1.1574 is very likely to be hit, as we still develop the wave 5 to the upside. So there is nothing wrong about it. There is nothing unusual, unexpected. The only alternate that we have right now is because that this is the wave 4 decline, and this one looks impulsive but not that much as, for example, the wave 3. You can see it here, clear 5-way structure. We might see some sort of the more complex and time-consuming wave 4. Nevertheless, sooner or later, the wave 5, the impulsive wave 5 to the upside should be done. I'm saying this alternative scenario because of this false breakout. Usually, when the bulls are driving force behind the impulsive cycle, we don't have this kind of a false breakouts here. However, horizontal technical resistance and support are quite more important than the trend lines, but the trend lines are important as well. So it's kind of a difficult to say which one is the correct one, the correct tool from the technical analysis. It all depends what do you use. As you know exactly, I use both technical levels, horizontal levels, support and resistance, and I use the trend lines as well. So both of them are almost equally important for me. So with the impulsive cycle, we shouldn't see this sort of the false breakout towards the technical support, and then of course in respect of this trend line, we should see much more impulsive, aggressive, dynamic increase without looking back for the test of the technical resistance and the trend line. So we will see how it will go. Anyway, so far looking good. US dollar versus the Japanese yen, still in line, still in let's say some sort of the horizontal, let's say correction or horizontal. It's not decline, but it's like a range trading, horizontal range trading. Maybe that's the correct thing to say here. This horizontal range trading, let me just mark, is still aiming for the supply zone. Now, if I will be able to place the supply zone, it will be great. Okay, this is it. There you go. So the supply zone is roughly around here. Let me just first make this rectangle, of course, red, and this red. Okay, so now we know what is going on and where is the surprise. Where is the supply zone? This is the supply zone. Okay, so this is where the bulls wants to go. For now, they are locked between very interesting levels, very narrow zone trading, just below 100 periods moving average, just below 144.06. So they are still waiting for a trigger to the upside. Momentum is 56 points, not that bad. However, as you can see, it drops up and down just as the price is trading. So now, I guess, let me just move this trend line a little bit. So now I guess that this situation here might be quite clear for the bulls. If they want to move up, they need to break above 100 periods moving average, 144.42, then this technical resistance, and up towards the supply zone. Demand zone might be violated if the bearish forces are stronger than the bulls. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. S&P 500 on 4-hour time frame chart is very close to the recent 6,000 points level, exactly 5,992. However, if we apply another line here, let's say it can be done towards the recent level 6,006. There you go. You can clearly see that we are moving higher. 100 periods moving average is now the best tool to tell us now where the exactly bounce might happen. So we got the move up, pull back, move up, pull back, move up, and now we have the pullback. Local technical support 5,920. We will see how this situation will develop after the NFP payrolls are published, and unemployment rate, of course, and average hourly earnings as well. So S&P 500 still going up, still increasing on price. Crude oil, because of the crude oil data, as you can see, crude oil having big problem with 64 level. This is the nice technical zone, supply zone. Let me just place this rectangle here as well, so you can see the zone. First I will make it red, obviously, as usual, because it's a supply zone. So let's keep it color coded. So we got this zone here. This is very narrow zone, and then we got the technical resistance. So there is no movement to the upside without breaking above this zone. Obviously, from the other hand, we got the supply zone roughly around the level of 60.38. Positive momentum still encourages bulls to move higher. However, they don't actually have the volatility to break above this level. So another attempt, another failure. Bitcoin declines overnight quite significantly towards the demand zone. Let me just give you the demand zone again, because it looks like it was let's say perfectly situated, perfectly placed here. This is the demand zone. You obviously, if you follow my analysis, you obviously know it. There you go. So that's just the visual aid for you guys. There you go. We we moved down towards the extremely oversold conditions. Now nice jump back towards this technical resistance, and it all depends on this level here. If we break above this level, then we got the V-shaped reversal. Market is ready to move higher. If we don't have this V-shaped reversal, then it might be a little bit worse than usual. However, it's still looking like this decline is now over. We might expect Bitcoin to move higher soon. Let's take a look at the Ethereum because for our time frame chart of the Ethereum is showing us that we moved down as well. Market is trying to bounce a little bit, but it doesn't actually help that much. We still have the long way towards the level of 2,735. This is the technical resistance. The local high is 2,700. Let me just take a look. 2,700. 86, so that's the technical resistance as well. So we got another supply zone. You can see it here, and with after this local consolidation above the 100 periods moving average, we have a breakout to the downside. So again, the bulls need to break above 2,469 in order to continue higher. This is the local technical resistance. Momentum is weak. Bears are in charge of the market, so only a sustained breakout above 100 periods moving average and towards the supply zone might save this movement to the upside. We've been trading like this for more than 2 weeks now, and there is still no avail with the Ethereum. So let's see how this market will progress in the future. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.